Your life changes the moment you stop asking the world to become different and begin asking yourself a more uncomfortable question. Who am I becoming through my daily habits? Many people believe that strength is something you are born with. They believe charisma belongs only to those with perfect looks, loud voices, or extraordinary talent. But true magnetism has never been about appearance. It has always been about presence. The strongest person in the room is often the one who speaks the least, reacts the least, and stands with complete control over himself. There is a silent power that cannot be purchased, borrowed, or imitated. It is developed through discipline. It is refined through suffering. It is protected through awareness. Every challenge you experience is either shaping your character or exposing your weaknesses. The choice depends on how you respond. Most people spend their lives trying to impress others. They chase approval, attention, recognition, and validation. Yet the more they chase, the further these things move away. Why? Because people are naturally drawn to those who do not desperately seek acceptance. They respect those who remain calm in chaos, patient in uncertainty, and disciplined when emotions tempt them to lose control. Mental strength is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to remain stable while pain is present. A mountain does not become smaller because the storm arrives. It remains exactly where it stands. Likewise, a disciplined mind does not collapse because life becomes difficult. Difficult moments simply reveal how deeply discipline has been rooted. Every morning, you are given two paths. One path is comfortable. The other path is meaningful. Comfort asks you to sleep longer, complain louder, avoid responsibility, and postpone growth. Meaning asks you to wake before excuses appear, face discomfort willingly, and improve yourself even when nobody is watching. Many people think confidence comes after success. They wait until they have achieved something before believing in themselves. But confidence is built before achievement. It grows every time you keep a promise to yourself. Every completed discipline becomes evidence that you can trust your own character. The world is full of distractions designed to steal your attention. Notifications, opinions, comparisons, endless entertainment. Each one quietly weakens your ability to focus. A distracted mind cannot become a powerful mind. Wherever your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention belongs to everyone else, your life will never truly belong to you. Look carefully at those who possess genuine inner strength. They rarely need to announce it. They do not compete for attention because they have already conquered the greatest opponent, the restless mind within themselves. They understand that the loudest person is not always the strongest. Often, noise is simply insecurity searching for an audience. Real growth begins when excuses end. Every excuse protects your comfort while silently destroying your potential. Every complaint hands your power to circumstances. Every moment of self-pity becomes another brick in the prison you build for yourself. Freedom begins with responsibility. Responsibility begins with honesty. Imagine standing in front of a mirror where nothing can be hidden. Not your achievements, not your failures. Only your habits remain visible. Because habits reveal the person you truly are. Motivation may inspire you for one day, but habits decide who you become for the rest of your life. There are people who seem naturally magnetic wherever they go. Others listen when they speak. They remain calm under pressure. Their presence brings stability instead of confusion. This is not magic. It is the result of years spent mastering themselves instead of controlling others. Your mind is like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds grow naturally. Fear, anger, envy, laziness, and doubt require no invitation. But wisdom, patience, courage, and compassion must be planted intentionally every single day. The quality of your inner world determines the quality of your outer life. Every difficult conversation is training. Every failure is training. Every lonely season is training. Every disappointment is preparing you to become someone stronger than the person who entered the challenge. The obstacle is never your enemy. Your unwillingness to learn from it is, today is not about becoming someone new overnight. It is about removing what weakens you. Remove unnecessary distractions. Remove constant comparison. Remove excuses. Remove emotional reactions that steal your peace. As these disappear, your true strength naturally appears. The most powerful transformation is often invisible. Nobody applauds your discipline when you wake up early. Nobody celebrates the moments you choose patience over anger or silence over argument. Yet these invisible victories slowly build an unshakable foundation that no external success can replace. The greatest warriors throughout history understood one timeless truth. Before you conquer the world, you must first conquer yourself. Victory over others is temporary. Victory over your own impulses becomes permanent. This is why the strongest individuals are often the most peaceful. They have already fought their hardest battles within. Today we will explore 7 habits that quietly shape extraordinary people. These habits do not promise instant success. They do not offer shortcuts or empty motivation. Instead, they forge a character that remains steady when life becomes unpredictable. They create a presence that commands respect without demanding attention. They develop a mind that remains clear while others lose themselves in fear, distraction, and emotion. These 7 habits have the power to make you truly magnetic, not because people admire your achievements, but because they recognize the rare strength of someone who has learned to master himself before attempting to master anything else. Every sunrise presents a quiet invitation that most people never notice. Before the phones begin to vibrate, before messages demand your attention, before the noise of the world reaches your ears, there exists a rare moment that belongs entirely to you. It is a moment untouched by expectations, opinions, or distractions. This is the hour where character is shaped. This is where discipline quietly begins its work. Many people believe that waking up early is merely about having more hours in the day. They misunderstand its purpose. The value of the morning is not found in the clock. It is found in the condition of your mind. A calm morning creates a calm mind. A rushed morning creates a restless mind. The way you begin your day often determines the quality of every decision that follows. Notice how nature begins its day. The sun does not rush into the sky. The trees do not compete for space. The birds do not compare their songs with one another. Everything follows its rhythm with complete presence. Nature teaches us that strength is never hurried. Power moves with patience, yet many people begin each morning by immediately surrendering their attention. Before their feet even touch the floor, they reach for a device. They invite the worries of strangers into their minds before they have even greeted themselves. They consume endless information before producing a single meaningful thought of their own. Without realizing it, they allow the outside world to dictate the emotional direction of their entire day. If your first habit every morning is to react, then you will spend the rest of the day reacting. If your first habit is to lead yourself, then you will carry leadership into every situation you encounter. Your morning is not simply another part of your schedule. It is the foundation upon which your inner world is built. Imagine constructing a temple. If the foundation is weak, no matter how beautiful the walls appear, the structure will eventually collapse. Your habits work in exactly the same way. A peaceful morning strengthens every challenge that comes later. There is something deeply symbolic about rising before the world becomes loud. It is a silent declaration that your priorities come before distractions. It tells your mind, I choose growth before comfort. I choose awareness before entertainment. I choose discipline before excuses. Discipline rarely announces itself with dramatic moments. Instead, It is built through quiet decisions repeated consistently. The decision to leave a warm bed when every excuse invites you to stay. The decision to sit in silence while the world races toward distraction. The decision to strengthen your body when comfort whispers that tomorrow will be easier. Every one of these moments appears small, yet together they become the architecture of an extraordinary life. Most people wait until they feel motivated before taking action. They believe action follows emotion. But those who become mentally strong understand the opposite. Action creates emotion. You do not wake up disciplined. You become disciplined because you act regardless of how you feel. Some mornings you will feel energized. Other mornings your body will resist every movement. On those difficult mornings, your character is revealed. Anyone can follow a routine when it feels easy. The true practitioner follows the routine when every emotion argues against it. Your emotions are temporary visitors. Your principles must become permanent residents. Consider the archer preparing to release an arrow. Before the arrow can move forward, it must first be pulled backward. Life often feels the same. Waking early may feel uncomfortable. Sitting quietly instead of sleeping longer may feel like sacrifice. Exercising while others remain comfortable may feel difficult. Yet these moments of temporary resistance generate the force that moves your life forward. Many people complain that they lack confidence. Yet confidence cannot exist without evidence. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes evidence that you are reliable. Every morning you rise when you promised yourself you would rise. Your self-respect grows a little stronger. Confidence is simply trust earned through repeated action. This is why your relationship with yourself matters more than your reputation among others. The world may praise you while you secretly know you are avoiding your own responsibilities. Likewise, the world may overlook your efforts while you quietly become stronger every single day. The mirror does not care about your intentions. Your habits become your reflection. Morning discipline also teaches patience. In today's culture, people desire immediate transformation. They want visible success after only a few attempts. But bamboo spends years growing invisible roots beneath the soil before rising rapidly toward the sky. Those who judge the bamboo during its early years believe nothing is happening. They mistake invisibility for failure. Your personal growth often follows the same path. You may wake early for weeks without noticing dramatic changes. You may meditate daily without feeling instantly peaceful. You may exercise every morning without immediately seeing remarkable results. But beneath the surface, unseen roots are growing. Your nervous system becomes calmer. Your attention becomes sharper. Your resilience quietly strengthens. The greatest transformations usually occur long before they become visible. There is also great wisdom in protecting the first moments of your day from unnecessary noise. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is where awareness becomes clear. In silence, you begin hearing thoughts that constant distraction has hidden from you. You recognize fears that require courage instead of avoidance. You notice habits that no longer serve your future. Most people fear silence because they have never learned to sit comfortably with themselves. They constantly search for stimulation because stillness forces them to meet the person they have been avoiding. Yet mental strength begins the moment you stop escaping your own mind. When you wake before the world, you reclaim ownership of your attention. Instead of consuming endless opinions, you cultivate your own understanding. Instead of reacting to every notification, you strengthen your ability to choose what deserves your energy. Attention is your most valuable resource. Whatever repeatedly receives your attention eventually shapes your identity. Ask yourself an honest question. If someone observed your first hour every morning for the next year, what kind of person would they predict you are becoming? Would they see someone preparing for excellence or someone preparing to be distracted? Every morning is a vote cast toward your future self. The body also remembers what the mind repeatedly practices. If every sunrise begins with stress, your nervous system learns tension. If every sunrise begins with presence, your nervous system learns stability. This is why ancient practitioners valued morning rituals so deeply. They understood that inner peace is not discovered by accident. It is cultivated intentionally. Imagine carrying a full cup of water while walking through a crowded marketplace. People push against you. Loud voices surround you. Unexpected obstacles appear from every direction. Whether the water spills depends less on the crowd and more on how steadily you carry the cup. Life is that crowded marketplace. Your morning practice is the training that teaches you how to carry your inner cup without spilling your peace at every inconvenience. Do not underestimate the influence of these quiet hours. Long before promotions are earned, relationships are strengthened, businesses are built, or dreams become reality, there exists a simple daily decision that almost nobody applauds. It is the decision to rise before excuses awaken, to strengthen yourself before serving the demands of others, to build inner order before facing external chaos. Those who master this habit discover that they are no longer chasing control throughout the day because they established it within themselves before the world ever had the opportunity to take it away. One of the greatest misunderstandings about strength is the belief that it is measured by how forcefully you respond. Many people think power is found in having the last word, proving others wrong, raising their voice, or showing everyone that they cannot be challenged. But true strength has never been about dominating another person. It has always been about mastering yourself. Anyone can react. It requires no training, no awareness, and no discipline. A spark lands on dry grass, and the fire spreads instantly. Human emotions often behave in the same way. One careless comment, one unexpected disappointment, one moment of disrespect, and suddenly the mind is consumed by anger, fear, frustration, or resentment. What began as a small event grows into hours, sometimes days, of inner suffering. The disciplined mind understands something different. It knows that between every event and every response, there is a space. That space may last only a few seconds, but within those few seconds lies your freedom. The person who learns to protect that space becomes impossible to control. Think about this carefully. If another person's words can instantly determine your emotional state, who truly holds the power? If a stranger can make you angry with a single sentence, then your peace has become dependent upon someone who does not even know your worth. You have handed them the keys to your inner world without realizing it. Mental strength begins the moment you stop giving others authority over your emotions. This does not mean becoming cold or emotionless. Emotions are natural. Anger, sadness, disappointment, fear, excitement, and joy are all part of being human. The goal is not to eliminate emotions. The goal is to prevent emotions from becoming your master. Imagine a skilled rider sitting upon a powerful horse. The horse possesses enormous strength, but without guidance it can run wildly in any direction, placing both itself and the rider in danger. The rider does not destroy the horse's strength. He simply learns how to direct it wisely. Your emotions are that powerful horse. Anger itself is not your enemy. Fear is not your enemy. Even sadness is not your enemy. They become dangerous only when they begin making decisions on your behalf. Many of life's greatest regrets are born during moments when emotions replace wisdom. A friendship ends because of one uncontrolled sentence. A family breaks because pride refuses to apologize. A career suffers because frustration overpowers patience. One brief reaction can create consequences that remain for years. This is why disciplined people practice observation before action. Observe your thoughts as if you were watching clouds move across the sky. Some clouds are dark, others are bright. Some disappear quickly, while others remain longer than expected. Yet none of them become the sky itself. Likewise, your emotions pass through your awareness. They are experiences, not your identity. When anger appears, notice it. When fear appears, observe it. When disappointment visits your mind, acknowledge its presence without immediately obeying it. The moment you begin observing your emotions, instead of becoming them, you create